Hello and welcome back to another How to Bloke. Welcome again to this fantastic old kitchen. Alright, today we're going to make something really good. You like Mexican food?
Yes.
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 Well, we're going to do fajita, chicken fajita this time. And I'll show you how to make it. We're going to make it in three ways, 3 steps, not 3 ways, 3 steps. We're going to do the chicken. Whilst the chicken's cooking, we're going to do the guacamole, with the avocados and that, and we're going to do sweet corn salad. And
salsa, no?
yeah, salsa. That's what I meant. And that's it. And I'll show you what to do. I'll show you how to set it out when we finish. So let's get cracking with this, because I've got things to do. So chicken breast. So we're going to cut off the bits there we don't like to eat, which is any visible obvious fat. And then you do check for any little bones as well, if you don't want that. Right, fajita. So we're going to cut this, we're going to cut it in strips like this, you see? So we're going to do this in strips, like that. So if you don't like touching the chicken with your hands, and you don't like getting in there, use a fork. Makes sense. Leave 1 breast per person. 1 chicken breast per person. Approximately half for a child or small child. So there we are. Right, what we're going to do with this is we're going to get this and we're going to plonk it in there. Right, I'm going to do these other chicken breasts now. Put it on fast forward or whatever, because you get the idea with me doing one. You don't want to see me doing all of them. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, we've finished cutting this chicken breast here. We've cut off all the little bones, or there shouldn't be any, but there might be a couple of little bones. And so we've allowed we've got 4 chicken breasts here for 4 people. That's probably what feeds 5 people or 6, but you know, depends on how big the chicken breast. Now with this board for the meat, don't use it for vegetables. Right, you don't mix your chicken, you don't cut your vegetables on here, no. This goes in the dishwasher or gets washed separately, okay? So bit of food safety there, don't use that to cut any veg. Use a separate board like this one. Allocate a board. If you want like a little mark on something on the side there, but V or whatever vegetable, you're good to go. Anyway, so we're going to get rid of this. And okay, so we're back. Now what we're going to put in here then, what we're going to do here, we're going to get rid of that as well. So, get a couple of forks. So we're going to fry this mixture, but before we do that, we're going to season it a little bit. So in we go with a dollop of cooking oil, vegetable oil, not olive oil, cooking oil, and we're going to put in some spices. Now this one here is cumin, ground cumin. Look, see? If you smell that, you'll instantly recognise it.
Some people say it smells of armpits.
How much? Armpits? Yeah, it does actually. Wait, let me go. Yeah.
I like it.
It smells of executive armpits. Yeah. It kind of smells like an armpit that's had some antiperspirant in it a while ago, but now it's starting to turn a little bit.
Okay.
I've been told to shut up and get on with this. Anyway, so here we go. How much cumin? About that much. Heap teaspoon, okay? It's not a lot. That's that last joke about the executive armpit has set her off from the giggles, so she can't concentrate, she says. Anyway, pull yourself together, camera person. Right, we're going to add some paprika in here, ordinary paprika, okay? There's nothing special about this. How many of these? 2. Now you could, if you wanted to, add some smoked paprika. Do you think that's a good idea, camera person?
Yeah, I love smoked paprika.
Right. Let's try and find it in this cupboard that's been reorganised for me, where I can't find anything. Oh, wait a minute. This looks like it. So, smoked paprika. Now, careful with this stuff, because I've mentioned this before in my other videos. This one. What is this one? That smells like that smells good.
Smoked paprika. Yeah.
Smells good, smoky that. You don't want too much. It's really potent. Okay, so you just have a little bit like that. Or you could go in, if you're crazy enough, you could go in with something like that. If you really like it, but you've got to try it first.
I like it.
So, yeah, but I like it in moderation. So we're going to go like half a teaspoon there, like that, okay? So that's a smoked one. just to say, if you've never tried it before, buy it, but just try it once or twice, because you might not like it. It's paprika, but it's smoked. So we're going to mix this together now, like this. So we've got cumin, paprika, oil, and a bit of smoked paprika in there. Right, we're going to fry this mixture. Fry the chicken. Marida made the chicken in this. Now, if you've got time to put this in the fridge, then great. You know, get some of that chicken to absorb the spice flavours. In fact, we're going to put a little bit more oil with that. So that's a total of 3 tablespoons of worth I put in there now so far. And you buy a good quality vegetable oil, one that's made for frying. Don't use olive oil for this. Right, so kind of like that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave this to marinate a little bit, and we'll come back to it. We're going to do the salsa salad next. Right, we'll put that to one side. You're going to need some garlic to go with that. Okay, right, the salsa salad. Let me bring the ingredients over. So, remember what I said? Different board. So, why are we going to make this? Well, easy. I get stuff in a little bowl like that. And salsa. No, I need a decent knife. This one's a bit too big, but it'll have to do. Let's give it a blitz up on there and do that. Right, so first let's go in with. Remember, if you've got a tin like this, rather than pull the nails off of your fingers, just get a little spoon. Yeah, don't use the end of the knife because you'll bend the end of the knife. So just go like that. Now with this sweet corn, many of you, I'm sure, drain the juice of it. You don't, because the juice has got flavour in it. There's not much juice in there. So keep the juice in, it'll be more sweet corny. Do you get me? So if there's a little bit of juice in there, leave it in there. So, how much is that? Not a lot. I'm sure you don't need much, because this is just a little side dish to go with it. Now, have we washed this camera person? We know.
I don't think so.
No, so we're going to wash this veggie. Okay, so we're going to wash this veggie, and we're going to go in like that. Now, pull out the pith. This is the pith here. Look there. And it's got the seeds, so if you're clever, you can get it all out in one go, like that. But I can't normally. So that's good. Now we're going to cut it into small, chunky chunkies. So we're just going to do this. Don't have to be super small, but small enough so you don't get a huge chunk in your mouth. And it's easy to. It's the same size as the rest of the bits in the salad. You see? I'll show you. Right. So a bit more. Bit more. My fingers are uncoordinated today. I don't know why. Sometimes they're not harmoniously working away like they normally do. No, seriously. So I'm struggling trying to cut this.
Maybe it's the knife, no?
Yeah, it probably is. It's a big long dagger thing. I don't need to really do that with this. But anyway, let's keep going with this one. How much pepper do you put in? Well, not too much. It's supposed to be a combination of colours and flavours, so you don't want too much. Now, how much is too much then? Well, I'll show you. So we've got that can of sweet corn there. How much is that sweet corn there? How much do you reckon? A big mug full. Big mug full.
Yeah, a cup and a half.
Cup and a half full. So I'll leave it. The best way to do it is with your eye. Eyeball it. Eyeball it. So there's the pepper there. Right. So we're going to go in with the pepper in here. So this is the other ingredient. So sweet corn, green pepper. Now you could say, well, Why can't I use yellow pepper in there? Why do I have to use green pepper? Because you're trying to create a kaleidoscope of colour here. Because if you use yellow pepper in there with the yellow sweet corn, you're not going to get contrasting colour or flavour that much.
I always think like the salsa is kind of the Mexican flag colours.
Yeah.
You got a bit of. Do you have red, green? Do you have a bit of yellow or something?
I think so. I have no idea. I can't remember. Right. So now with this tomato thing here, it's best if you get the seeds out of it. Normally, I eat the whole thing. The seeds can be a bit bitter, but you know, you can't do this with any other. You've got to use your fingers and your thumbs. So you get in there with your fingers and your thumbs, and hoof out all the seeds in it. Cut it into a quarter like that. Come on. Cut it into a quarter like that. And Bob's your uncle. Look. So we got these pieces of tomato like that. Okay, so again, same size as everything else. Don't just lob them in there thinking, yeah, that'll do, because then, you know, people will say, oh, what's that? What's that? Why is that so big then? Use them. Cook with love. You can't, if there's no love in your heart, don't bother cook. Get something out of a packet, ready made. If there is love in your heart, do some home cooking. Because the love will translate from your cooking work surface and your patience into something on a plate, and people can see it and taste it. So that's my advice. Not everybody wants to eat cooking every day, quite, you know, eat 3 times a day, but you know, weekends and stuff, why not? Do a little bit of planning throughout the week. Think, oh, we're going to have a nice meal Saturday and Sunday. Get by the stuff during the week, Thursday, Friday. Okay, right. So I'll stop yakking on about that. Now here we go. Look at this. Look at this flag. Look at this colours in here. So good. What else can we put in? We'll give it a bit of a tang. Just put some onion. And what sort of onion? I don't know, anything, any old onion. Shallot. You could use shallot onion in here. Could use red onion, even better probably, you don't think, cameraman? Person? Cameraman? I've just changed her sex from... Don't think. Red onion?
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Yellow onion, white onion. Any old onion. I think this knife is a little bit too big.
Yeah,
next break we have, you know, when the lady comes round. You know when they break in the cinema and the lady comes around with a tray. She walks up and down the aisle, and she's got that orange juice.
No more.
That orange juice. Remember orange juice? You could buy a packet of peanuts maybe and a wafer. You know those ice cream with the what do you call it? The biscuits on the outside. You could buy that. Well, when that happens again, I'm going to change this knife into a smaller one. So. There we are. Now, what are we putting in here? Well, we're going to put in some pepper. Black pepper, brown pepper is best. Freshly ground, always buy. If you want to get busy with the cooking, you're just starting off. Get yourself a proper pepper mill. That's your best present you could have. What we're going to go is we're going to go in salt. Not too much, you know, a good scratch in there like that. We're going to go in with some olive oil. And some vinegar. You remember I had a video before, you may or may not have watched it, about the top secret combination about the ratio between oil and vinegar. Okay? Now, OTV, remember that? To be or to be? O2V. So we're going to go some ordinary. Now it's a cider vinegar. You can use any vinegar you want, but something with a bit of flavour in it. Like Sully vinegar or sherry vinegar or coriander. What's the one with the sage? Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Anyway, and it's something. Failing all that, just use ordinary distilled white clear vinegar. So O2V. So
Tarragon.
Tarragon. Thank you very much. Right. So O2 means, if you've done chemistry school, it means 2 of O is in this case oil, not oxygen. So 2 oil, 1 of vinegar. Like that. Now, what you could add in here is a little squirt of lemon juice or lime juice, but we're not going to do this one because we're going to use some of that stuff on the guacamole. So, now, okay, what are you thinking? Well, is that good? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What we could add is some more
herbs.
No, not herbs. No. That's good like it is. We could add a little bit more onion, but I'm going to leave it like that because there's enough flavour here and everything else we're doing. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'll come back in a minute. We're back now. We've done. We've had it clear up. I washed my knife to a smaller one, and we've done the salsa. So we're going to get this chicken on the go now. I will show you a little bit of trick as well. So what we've done here is we've marinated this chicken for a little bit. You can marinate it a bit longer, then good for you. But look at how it is now. Look, see, that's good. So we're going to whack that in here. Don't forget we've already added the oil. Maybe we'll need to add a bit more oil. Don't know. Right. So don't forget, chicken doesn't take long to cook. So you know, if you want to get the other bits and pieces ready earlier in the day, then you can.
Oh, smells so good.
And do the chicken last thing. Right, let's put that over here. So we need plastic or wooden spatula because this is non-stick. So we're going to keep working with that. Right, so put it on a medium heat, this one. Medium heat. And you're going to need a lid, like this. Now this lid, I've had this, my sister gave this to me 25 years ago. And it used to come with a Chinese cooking kit that she bought me. That's nice, isn't it? But this is my favourite lid in the kitchen. Look how battered it is. It's got a new handle as well. Anyway. So we'll leave that to like that, and we're going to get cracking on the guacamole. So put that down to a medium. Okay, we're back now. Now you've got to go between the two now, okay? Rather than do it separately. So, right, guacamole. Okay, you need a couple of avocados, ripish ones. These are ones I bought today. They're not particularly ripe, but you know you have to use what you can get. A lime. It's a little bit of garlic like that. What else do we need in there? That's it, I reckon. Right, let's do this garlic first. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get some garlic in there. Now, you need to bash this up somehow.
You left a bit of skin there, Bob.
Oh, have I? Oh.
I'm sorry.
So
the camera picked it up.
Oh, yeah. Very good camera. You need to bash this garlic up. You can use a pestle and mortar, or as I call it sometimes, a messer and porter. How much garlic you can put in that? You can be really brave with the garlic. I've got a little bit extra here. Let's put some more in there.
It tastes good.
It's good. Raw garlic then. Your friend's got to be like garlic as well. So this is a messel and porter. No, a porter and messel. No. Anyway.
Pestle and mortar.
So you can. Oh, bits jump out like that. I don't want to be eaten today.
Do you want some salt in there or something?
Yeah, a little bit of salt.
I think that'll help you.
As I say, you can just use one of these is probably easier, but I've been told to.
No, it's because in Mexico they bash the avocado in there as well. So
yeah, well, I'm hoping to do that, but
to be authentic.
To be authentic. So if it starts to stir around a bit, stick a bit of salt in there, and it sort of dries it up a little bit. It doesn't make it look much, but raw garlic is potent. Go easy with it. If you don't know people like garlic, friend of mine, he hates garlic. And
I can hate garlic.
he can smell garlic at 1,000 meters. He can. Anyway, so we're gonna. Well, that's that. Now we're going to use right. So we're still keeping an eye on this chicken over here. Look. So just give it a whiz round. Use another plastic or wooden spatula thing. You can see that's coming up nice now. We're going to do something to this in a minute, but let's get this avocado sorted out first. So it's on the cook. It's on a medium. It's on a medium. It's number 3 out of 6. So that's halfway, isn't it? So we're just gonna do this avocado here. This one's riper. It's not too bad. Now an avocado buying tip. Avocado buying tip. If you find that this bit here is black or brown, there's a little stalk on here, and you pick it off, it's black or brown, it means that the avocado is not very good. If it's like that or like that, it's good. Okay.
We tested them in the shops.
Yeah, test them in the shop. Don't buy it. Avocado is expensive enough, you know. Well, that thing there, it's not big enough for me to bash in there, I don't think.
No.
No, it's just too small. We'll give it a go, but I just know it's going to be too small. Don't forget the guacamole bit. It's not like a salad. It's kind of like a sauce, you know, that you put on top of your fajita, and you got like a pickle, if you like. No, I'm going to have to go in there with me. Do this like this.
You can do it chunky as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can. No, it's not going to work. We're going to put it in a bowl. Okay. If it was bigger, it would work, but
It's also they're a bit hard, aren't they?
yeah, they're not. They don't. Yeah, avocados when you buy them, it's touch and go. So now when it's in flat like that, we can get the fork on it and press on it. You see, to get it to flatten out a little bit. He said. Now, if you're going to make a lot of this, then use a liquidizer, a little blitzer, like I normally show you in my programs. But you can do it this way, you know. If it's only,
You haven't got a blitzer.
it's only 4 of you, you know. What's the point of doing it? There'd probably be more stuff, be more avocado stuck left on the blitzer, on the food blender processor, than you actually get in the bowl. But this way, you get most of it out. So that's 1/2. So we're going to speed up the camera now, and we're going to do the other bits. Right, okay, we're back now. The other avocado we've got here is a bit harder than the first one even, so it's going to be even harder. Now my suggestion is if you can't get a soft one, see how hard that is to cut, or squeeze or whatever, then get you're going to have to bite the bullet, as they say, and get a tin of it, not a tin, a jar of it, guacamole sauce dip, whatever it is.
It never tastes the same as homemade.
You can get, some delis have it, they make it up fresh, and you can buy it there in the tub. That's a good thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you've never had, if you've always wanted to visit that delicatessen down the road and never had an excuse to get in there and buy something, then get in there and say, have you got any guacamole? Anyway, I'm not going to wrestle with that on camera anymore. You see the difficulty I had today with that. The only thing left you could do with that is blitz it up. But I'm going to bash with something off camera. So anyway, we'll move it out of the way now. So, not a fail, but not a win either. Now these avocado stones here, look, they're big ones, aren't they? Oh, they look like you could play conkers with those, couldn't you? You'd win every game as well. Right, what can you do with these? You can't eat them, but you can plant them, and they're grown to avocado trees. And I've got 2 of these in my garden. 2 avocado trees. And they're only about, well, I don't know, not 2 meters high, metre and something high at the moment. The thing about avocado trees, you can't grow them where it's likely to get frost. So you can grow them in a conservatory or a greenhouse, of course, and anywhere that doesn't have any frost. And there you are. So you can grow your own avocados. Right. So now we've got this back to the chicken. Back to the chicken, and you see it's coming on good now. Now what you want to do here, the primary objective here. Now look, this is the time. What's the time now? 2 o'clock nearly. We're having this for dinner tonight, okay? So we're not going to cook it like super max. We're just going to get it so that there's no pink stuff left, which I can't see, a little bit there. That'll cook in a minute. Now, we're going to leave it like that. No, we're not. We're going to put some stuff with it. We're going to put some. Let's move these avocados out of the way. Stones out of the way. We are going to put some garlic in it. This is the garlic I've been using for this. More garlic, more garlic, more garlic. I'm afraid you can't. You can make this dish without garlic, but you're going to miss out a lot of the flavour sensation without. So you don't have to put as much garlic in as I'm doing it, but this is the right amount for the right. This is the correct amount for the amount of meat and other ingredients you've got going. You've got you've got garlic and the guacamole as well. If you put it in there, so you don't want too much of garlic, but as I say, garlic goes well. Garlic goes well. So I'm just going to do that little mix around there. Don't leave it in one corner like a big lump. It's got to kind of infuse. The flavour's got to infuse with the meat. Right, now, next we're going to go to the green pepper, that little bit that's left over. Sorry, it's left over from the salsa salad. We're going to just chop up, not so smaller chunks now, just kind of rough style it like that. Why are we doing this? Well, you don't have to put it in, but look what I'm doing. Just look what I'm creating here. I'm creating a flavour difference and a colour difference, and your eyes are going to go, ooh, that looks very good. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to put some onion. Now when you do the onion, chop it this way so you get the length of it. Not too thick, not too thin, just like that. You don't need much, a little bit like that. And now you're going with some red pepper. No, I'm not going to use all of this. So I need to keep some for another dish. So I'm just going to use half, which is good. So, again, look at the colour. So, long strips again. Maybe smaller than that. Maybe I don't know. The choice is yours, really. So just get it in there. Go like that. Get that in there, go like that, and that's it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention, because the way you keep your chicken breast moist is not to fry it on high, but to keep the moisture in and fry it on low. So, I'm going to use my old Chinaman's hat here. I'm going to pack that down there like that, and put it on its lowest for 10 minutes. Or 11 minutes or 12 minutes, but 10-11 minutes is good. And by the time that's cooked, it's just on the lowest setting, right? Low. And when that is cooked, it'll be absolutely perfect. Not overcooked, it will be cooked to perfection. Hello, we're back. The time now is about nearly 6:30. So I've had a great day cementing and putting in posts and stuff, and I'll do a video about that some other time. Right, so we've got back to the chicken fajitas. Now I want to explain to you what happened with the avocado, with the guacamole, because the avocado was too hard. The first one was all right, but the second one was too hard. So I had to get out my trusty mini blender thing here, bung it all in there and mix it. And all I added with that, but which you didn't see then, was some crème fraiche. You could use sour cream, I guess, or mascarpone, and so a little bit of cumin in there. So that's That's really all I put in there. So now, if you buy one of these things, you don't have to buy that mark, but buy one of these. They're really handy. Now, if you use a big one like that to do that small amount of guacamole there, you probably end up with most of it inside the machine. So it's really not, economic. So use a small machine. Of course, if the avocado's ripe, then you don't need to bother with that at all. You can just smash it with a fork. So there we are. So now, what we've got to do now, here's our chicken here, and it's bubbling away nicely. Now, if you want to reheat this, just heat it on low, keep the lid on, like that, and just heat it on low until it comes up. Now, you're thinking to yourself, well, okay, well, you haven't really cooked these onions and peppers. No, I haven't. Now, you can if you want a bit more, but we like it so that the peppers are soft and the onions are soft, but not cooked through. So they're not a fried kind of thing.
And crunchy in them, like.
So yeah, crunchy kind of thing. So they keep a lot of their flavour, oniony and peppery flavour, capsicum-y flavour, just like that. Now with the chicken, of course, you must check. You don't want to eat raw chicken, so you don't want to overcook it as well. So chicken can be quite tricky. So let's huff a bit of this out, and then we'll see just what this chicken is like. Then get a small board. So, what we're trying to do now is look at the chicken and see what we've got here. So, which one here? Only one here. This one bit. Oh, I don't know. There's two. No, this big bit here. Now look. You see that? Look. See that's cooked through because it's sliced thinly. That's good to eat. Now you don't want, if you see any of the bits of chicken that are pink, then that's soft. That is like delicious.
Juicy.
So, juicy. So remember what I told you about the trick about keeping the chicken juicy is to cook the chicken on a medium heat, like I said before, and make sure it's all gone so there's no pink stuff left, right? No pink stuff, and then whack the lid on, put it down to the lowest for 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and it's done. And it will still retain all the juiciness of it. There's no way can it go hard, as long as you keep the lid on. Don't pick it up, don't peek, just leave it. So, we're past that stage now, so we're ready to serve this. Now, how you serve it, you can serve this in loads of different ways, but we're going to do it tonight. Now these ones here, these are super big ones, these tortillas. I wouldn't say super big, but they're quite big. Normally they're a little bit smaller than that. But we're going to just heat this one here. You don't need to toast it, just heat it up. So we're going to heat it up a little bit. This is where if you're going to get a pancake pan, this is where you can use that. So get that warm. It improves the flavour of the. If you eat this kind of bread, if it's cold, it has a different flavour than when it's hot. I think it tastes better when it's slightly warm like this. It doesn't have to be crispy like toast. So we'll just give that a second. So we're going to put on there. This is going to be the side salad. So we don't put that on. We're going to put on some crème fraiche, some of the guacamole. We're going to put on a little bit of lettuce that we've done, and some spicy sauce. You don't have to use this particular make of spicy sauce. That's what we got. So, have I missed anything out, camera lady?
Well, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Right.
You could have a squeeze of lime. I just
squeeze of lime. Yeah, absolutely
got some
right.
lime in there.
Absolutely right. I've got some lime somewhere. I had some out earlier, but so when you cut a lime, you can.
You used it for the guacamole, the one you had earlier.
Ah, yeah. So when you cut a lime, you just cut. You can do it in several ways, but I just bet easier if you just cut it into quarters like that. Just like that. So what you can do is you can just squeeze it on top of the thing. You don't have to put this on, but it's nice to have it.
Like you're doing.
The contrast of flavours and more colour as well. Look how fantastically colourful this dish is. Thus, it's a winner It's a win. Let's have a look at this
Winner,
thing.
winner, chicken dinner.
A winner chicken dinner.
It's delicious.
Okay. So this thing is nearly, well, it's all ready to go. So you just turn that off like that. So this is hot. This is warm. Trust me, this is like warm. So that's good. So in we go with some
Crème
fraiche. Thank you. Now, how you do this is entirely up to you. But this family likes it one particular way, so we're going to do it that way. So we're going to put a little bit of salad in here. This is just chopped up, what's it called? Iceberg lettuce. Use a crispy one if you can. It's better. Or you can use mash maybe. So a little bit like that. Don't overpower it. That's good. And then we're going to get some chicken, and we're going to put it on the top like this. Kind of like do it in a strip down the middle. I'll tell you for why in a minute. Gosh, I still need salad Australian there. Do it in a minute.
That's a generous portion.
That is a generous portion. That's my son's portion there. Anyway, so that is what we're going now. On top of this, what you could do is you're going to put a little bit of, this is guacamole, and you're going to put kind of drizzle it on there. I mean, there are different ways you can serve this. I mean, I'm not saying they should have it this way and all that.
No, that looks good.
But you know, it
it's
works.
going to get mixed when you're eating.
Oh, of course. And then more crème fraiche, if you want to. And let's make this nice. I've got to make this nice. I've been told to make this nice for the photo at the end. So I'm trying to make it do the best, doing the best I can. And so this stuff here, this is the salad that goes with it, but not on the same plate. So you have that like in a little bowl. I'll show you. So you get yourself a little bowl, which.
It's in the other cupboard there.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll show on the picture.
We'll show. I've been told we'll show it on the picture. So I'll put a little bit slice like that on the side there. Now, you can serve it just like that. There you go, wallop. Or, if you're really brave, with a smaller portion of that, you can roll it, and you can eat it, or you can roll it half, like a kebab maybe, or you can roll it with a bit less in there. You can roll it twice, so you can cut it in half, cut it on a diagonal, and have it like that. What else can you do with it? You can put some, to make it a bit of nonsense, you can put some salad herbs on it, maybe, if you wanted to do that.
Or some cumin.
You could put some little bit of cumin on there. Coriander works well. If you've got chopped coriander, it goes well in the guacamole, but I haven't got any. Mine is growing. It's only about this high at the moment. I just had a look. So really, it looks, that's good. That's a chicken fajita.
Oh no, I'm salivating.
As I say, what you do, just to recap, what you do to get the chicken just right, follow my instructions. The peppers and the onions, you can cook a bit more, but they're cooked, you know, they're soft. They're soft, and they have a different flavour to the salad ones in there, so that's good. And of course, if you like the heat, then you just put, this is obviously, you don't put it on everybody's, you put it on, people can put it on a table and people can help themselves, but I know this is, I have to buy a new bottle of this sometimes because this goes down
Quickly.
pretty quickly. This is in by the way, this is in everybody's Christmas stocking here in this house. Do you know that? Now you do. Anyway, here it is. This is my version of chicken fajitas.
Yum.
Yeah. The secret is in the cooking of the chicken and bits and pieces. You don't have to go crazy with the expensive things. This is a great meal. It costs. No, it doesn't cost a lot. A piece of chicken, and the most expensive things are probably the avocado pound for pound. Or maybe the chicken, but you know, the bit of salad and a bit of crème fraiche, or if you can't get crème fraiche, and use some sour cream or mascarpone. It's kind of like nearly the same. Crème fraiche here is cheap, so that's what we use. But anyway, this is my chicken fajitas. I've got some more recipes. Let me think. I'm looking at the screen. I've got some more recipes up here, and I've got some quick tips up here. I've got some DIYs down here, and if you want to subscribe, and then click the HowToBloke icon. Until next time.